What's up, guys? It's TankTopBrad. So today we are going to be taking on one of the most memorable quests in RuneScape and really unlocking a whole new branch of what we can do, and I'm just so excited, so let's just jump right into it. So we're gonna go ahead and do some housekeeping. There's a few quests we have to get out of the way. This quest does have a 59 magic requirement, so we went and got that done on Fire Giants, did a couple Slayer tasks. Went through the quest, got it done. We're gonna go ahead and return the crest. So this is something that's going to unlock a couple things that are really going to make a difference for the account, specifically the gold gauntlets. Smithing is a grind that we're gonna have to get knocked out eventually, so I said, you know what, we'll go ahead and get it done. I made my way over to Motherlode, so this is going to give us a good source of coal, which we can then turn into cannonballs long term, but in the short term, it's going to give us a lot of gold. This gold we can turn into gold bars at the blast furnace using those gold gauntlets that we just unlocked Family Crest, and it's also going to give us a lot of passive mithril ore. To use that mithril efficiently, we're going to need to unlock the coal bag. Without the coal bag, we'll be looking at 57 to 67 KXP an hour. With the coal bag, we'll be looking at 95 to 111. After some grinding, we made our way over to Prospector Percy and got ourselves the coal bag. Now that we've got the coal bag, we're gonna go ahead and go pick up our gold gauntlets. So this is going to give us a opportunity to get a ton of XP per hour over at Blast Furnace. Blast Furnace is a minigame in Old School that gives us an opportunity to run our gold bars in a very short and efficient manner. Alongside running gold, you can run other ores that use coal. At Blast Furnace, you're going to be using half the coal, so it's a very efficient way for Ironmen like myself to get some smithing XP and really not break the bank. While I was at Blast Furnace, someone brought up a very good conversation. Now this is something that you guys can put your votes below in the comments. I would love to hear what you have to say. So after spending some time smithing, I decided it was time to just go ahead and use these gold bars and get my crafting XP. I know I'm going to need crafting in the long term, but I'm also going to need it in the short term. There's a few quests coming up that are going to have quite a few crafting requirements. So some of the quests coming up are going to have higher crafting requirements than what I have right now. Specifically coming up are the Legends quest, Dragon Slayer 2 in the near future, and then Fremennik Exiles. So after my crafting grind, it was time to go ahead and unlock one of the biggest upgrades for my account so far. This is something that is going to really give me a lot of versatility in melee combat, and that is the Amulet of Strength. This might be the first time I've ever actually made an Amulet of Strength on my account and not just bought it from the Grand Exchange. One thing, I did forget to enchant it. So we're going to jump right into Hero's Quest. Hero's Quest, it kind of opens the door for a lot of more advanced quests, and really it's another little check mark on the account. So after going through getting all of the items, we went and got the lava eel. And there's one thing, I'm pretty sure that no one has ever cooked a lava eel on that Varrock range. So I might have actually just had a world first. I talked to Straven, got my gang member armband. I went and murked a Phoenix, shout out to the Denver Nuggets. Then I made my way back to Achites. Achititties? Achititties? One of the above. So Legends Quest is the next quest in the journey for TankTopBrad. It's a quest that I'm going to have to complete to unlock a bunch of different things. Specifically, I'm going to need it for Recipe for Disaster to get my Barrow's gloves. So I looked at the quest helper and realized I need to go grab a couple things. I said, okay, let me go grab a soul rune. I'll just go grab it from here. Oh, psych. So after getting a bunch of these books for the people in here, and it's not like I'm wasting my time. I'm gonna have to do it eventually. But man, was this miserable. It was just such a big roadblock I wasn't expecting. I decided to put all of the XP into magic. So after getting prepped to go into the jungle, I made my way in. I met a dude, we prayed together a lot. We prayed together some more, and eventually, after a lot of prayers, 12 trips, I got a blessed bowl. So I went and got the water. I'm really not too sure what is so special about the water. Must be like smart water, I don't know. Not Dasani, I'll tell you that much. So after some scrobbling with Nezichend, the demon and the antagonist of this quest, I was able to bring him down and really just show him the what for and give it to him. Continuing with the theme of scrobbling, I had to fight some old and ancient warriors down in this little depths and dark dungeon. It was fun until I realized how long it was going to take me for each kill. It took me about 2 minutes with each kill, and I realized I need to drain my stats. At some point, I'm going to have to go AFK rock crabs or something. But after killing them, I went and made a heart container, which was a pretty interesting crossover. I was just like, alright, we're playing Legend of Zelda. So the Black Demon Nezichend is just not going away. He is really just making my life a living hell right now, but I guess I am screwing up his plan. I ran into the Omega Chat. This guy was an absolute unit. I don't know what he's doing out here. After saying goodbye to my new best friend, it was time to battle. In the middle of my fight, I got a genie. Shout out to the free Herblore XP. After taking down the demon, I got my totem, took it back to Radimus Circle, and got the most free Herblore XP of my life. On to the next one. It's time to get the biggest unlock of the account so far. We're going to be doing Desert Treasure. Before we can jump into the quest, we have to get a few quests done. I went ahead and got Temple of Ikov done and did Temple of the Eye because it was a quest I hadn't done before. And now it was time to go ahead, jump into the tourist trap, get that knocked out, and just get some free thieving XP. One of the requirements for Desert Treasure is going to be a couple thieving levels that I don't have. And one of the best XP rates is going to be stealing artifacts in Port Piscarius. Now, to get access to that minigame and to that thieving activity, I'm going to have to get 75% favor with the port. And to get that done, I'm going to have to turn in a lot of buckets of worms. After running buckets of worms for about an hour, I think it was just AFKing it. It was finally time to actually jump into stealing artifacts. I was really excited to try my hand at it and see what the XP rates were going to be like. I knew the XP was supposed to be pretty monumental, and it was something, an activity that isn't just sitting there pickpocketing a knight in Ardougne. This is an activity I had never done before in RuneScape, and I'm honestly pretty fond of it. It's something that it's pretty interactive. I know it's just a timing thing, and with all of the RuneLite plugins, it's really not that difficult, but it's still an entertaining time that, honestly, it passed the time pretty well. I'm gonna be honest, I forgot to record the first couple minutes of Desert Treasure, but I did. I finally made my way through the smoke caverns, and I was able to take down Orange Guy. I believe that is his name. That is his legal birth name. Orange Guy MacGyver. I spent more time at this chest than I would like to say that I did. There were probably 2 or 3 inventories prior to this, and it was just, it was a long time. Once we finally got it open, we ran through the rest of the quest, made our way to these little caverns. I think this theme of this quest is just caverns galore. But we smacked him, he went into his second phase and just kept rolling. He got safe spotted on a bat, so kind of owned, sit down. And we made our way over to the vampire. Vampire boy honestly kind of smacked me. He was just constantly hitting me for double 5s, and I really didn't know if I was going to be able to do it, so I popped on some prayers and said, you know what, let's go for this ride together. I was sending this full send either way if I died or not. Went and got bit by the vampire, but I got my blood gem. I made my way to the mountain, and I fought realistically one of the more annoying fights that I've had to deal with so far, just because it kept like flinching me, and I don't really know how the mechanics of that work. This is honestly the most fulfilling part of this. I really saved a family. I saved a troll family. Now I'm just hoping that they're doing well to this day. It was time to make my way to the pyramid, pop all of the gems in the different pylons, and the rest of the journey was underway. I know the journey through this pyramid can be somewhat RNG, but I was feeling confident. This first run was going pretty smooth. I hadn't had any hiccups yet, but as I turned the corner, I knew that something wasn't going to go well. So round 2, it was time to run through the pyramid again, and hopefully one shot at this time, and get down there, get my ancient magics, my magic experience, and take on the next chapter of the journey. After traversing the pyramid, I made my way into the tomb. I saw a spooky looking ghost named Azanadra, so of course, I had to go see what they had to say. After chatting with them for a minute, it was time to complete the quest and learn ancient magics. With Desert Treasure behind me, I can't imagine what's on the horizon.